Hello, everyone. This is the Magnificent Bastard, and this is episode 9 of View from the Left. Um, well, um, you gotta see what's happening around us. Trump and Elon Musk are just doing anything. Uh, Republicans in Congress and his cabinet and Trump's cabinet are not even following the will of the courts. They're just saying no. We, we're living in a dictatorship at the moment. And Trump is fascist. That's just a fact. Musk is definitely a fascist. In fact, I'll go as far with that Nazi salute that he was being real. He is a Nazi. Okay. And he's reaching out to his Nazi following. So uh, it's time to do what you can. Get in. Don't even vote now. Even for this message is for the right. If you really want an America that where the people's voice is heard, you cannot continue to follow this man and vote for this man and vote for what the oligarch. I mean, the man in his inauguration had all the three of the biggest oligarchs in this country sitting behind him: Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Mark Zuckerberg. I mean, it's like they're basically saying we. They're not even trying to just pay money to control the government. They're just controlling the government now. Okay, this can't be allowed to continue. So there's going to be immense differences between the right and the left in terms of like social policy and stuff like that, uh, and uh, and definitely under economic policies. But don't this message goes out to liberals. Don't think that leftists consider themselves liberals. We do not. We do not believe in corporate control and that corporations can purchase your votes in Congress. So we are going to put out a message to get rid of every politician that's taking corporate money or big donor money. We want money out of politics. Now, if anybody on the right feels the same, they should do the same. Just tell your congressman we're no longer going to vote for you if you take big money donors. Because if they're taking big money from big money donors, guess what? They're not going to be serving you. So anyway, I'm not advocating for teaming up with the right, or nor do I think the right should team up with us if they really feel have their convictions. Um, they I do not believe in that you can that in dealing with people that vote based on hate, anger, and fear. That's not a way to vote and get a better society. So for my leftist allies out there, you know, um, we're on the right path in trying to get rid of corporate Democrats. Just keep pushing at it. Um, but don't think that we're going to be able to make alliances with the right because there's going to be so many major differences. We can't possibly do it because they will not keep their word. If they tell you they'll work with you on something, and they really don't want to do it, they're just lying to you. Okay, they'll find a way to weasel out of it. So, but we are going to have to, as leftists, change the Democratic Party, or if the Democratic Party doesn't can't be changed, then we got to find something else. Um, what Bernie Sanders and AOC is doing right now in these in these rallies that have been doing and getting immense crowd is amazing, and I hope that we can change things without having to be aggressive. We just like let them talk about policy and let them change the hearts and minds of voters in America. Um, Elon Musk is attacking the disabled, the sick, the impoverished, and the elderly. You know, I mean, tearing apart Social Security is ridiculous. Eisenhower was a Republican, and he said, "Hey, uh, going after Social Security is political suicide." Uh, Not in today's America, because there are plenty of the right wing and liberals, well, the conservatives and liberals that'll still vote for people that'll allow it to happen. So we gotta keep the message coming. Look, Elon Musk is trying to tell you that empathy is a weakness. No, empathy is what can bring us together. See, the problem with liberals and conservatives is they don't empathize with those that are hurting if they're not hurting. Now, if they're being hurt by something, like supposedly, let's say, uh, Social Security checks don't come in and a conservative doesn't get their check, yeah, they're going to be pissed. But they wouldn't be pissed if they didn't need that check. Like, you know, or they got their check, but some other person didn't. You gotta say, look, all the checks go out, all of them. You gotta put yourself in another person's shoe. How would you feel if someone, if you did not get yours, and you got to put that in terms of the other people. So, you know, you got people being rounded up and put in a foreign prison without due process. How is that a better society? Seriously, how can you think that is a better society? That is an authoritarian, fascist society. That's not what we want. That's not what any American should ever want. Now, rich people love it because under a fascist dictatorship, all they have to do is pay one person. That's it. Pay one person and get what you want. In under our representative democracy, they got to pay 500 people to get what they want. Which one do you think the oligarchs want? Okay, they love themselves from Donald Trump. Why are we finding such a why? Why are if you're a conservative, why would you think Donald Trump's good if that's what's happening? The oligarchs are just paying him, and they're getting what they want. They're ignoring the courts. They're cutting off aid to the poor and the elderly and the sick and disabled. We can't get anything for ourselves. No Medicare for all. That's what we should be striving for. As a society, wouldn't that make a society healthier and make it so that it's a better society? There's less spread of sickness. Guys, we got to stop. We got to stop. We got to stop. Uh, looking at it. We got to stop looking at fear, anger, and hatred, and we got to start looking at the true enemy of America. There is a minority destroying America. Yeah, there is a minority destroying America. It's the rich. It's time to tax them to oblivion. Look, Bernie Sanders said, billionaires uh, need to become extinct. He's not talking about killing them. That's not Bernie Sanders' way. He's talking about taxing them out of their billionaire existence. If you set a maximum accumulated wealth in America, you there wouldn't be uh, 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 corruption in government because nobody could afford it. Then the people could be met. We need to keep corporations from owning residential property. Why? I mean, all it does is keep us priced out of the market. We need to work together, guys, and we need to look at the simple facts. Money is the love of money is the root of all evil. Evil, and nobody loves money more than billionaires. Anyway, I'm gonna clock out. I just want to get this out to you, um, but I want you to know that I want a better society in America. I want a better society in the world. I don't even want us to think in terms of America as a country, but as a neighbor has as other countries being neighbors, not potential enemies. Let's work together. Let's make the world a better place. Anyway, peace out. AOC 2028.